Hey Simrin, how's it going? It's Shammi with Southtown Chrysler. Just want to send you this little walk around video on the 2020 Challenger, the 392 Scat Pack. Really nice car. I'm going to give you a nice little walk around. Now, if I do see any nicks, any scratches, I will be sure to point them out for you. Now, this one itself, I did just run through the car wash just to make sure I could pick up anything. And I see one little chip right here on the front end here, and to be quite honest with you, that is all that I could actually see. Other than that, I mean, the whole front end is super clean. Just have a little bit of a dirt there, so that's coming right off. But yeah, no, this one is really clean. Like, I'm not noticing any kind of actual blemishes. Obviously the kilometers are super low on this one. Really nice color too. Love this mango orange, but other than that, the vehicle itself, I mean, you do have these really nice kind of almost like a metallic-y blue rim color. And again, on the sides, I'm not noticing any dents or damages or scratches. The back end is very nice and clean. You have the dual exhaust. You do have this nice little spoiler, obviously, but in the back, I mean, you still have tons of space. So you have tons of space back here, which is really nice. Obviously, your backup camera and whatnot, heated steering wheel, heated seats, ventilated seats. It's got the leather and the Alcantara suede. So really nice look. But yeah, no, honestly, it's just spotless. Now, when it comes to tires as well, I mean, tires have definitely tons of tread. Now, coming on the inside, I will give you an idea that the rear seats here, I mean, they're barely ever used. Just have a little bit of a dirt that we got to wipe off there. But it's really nice. Like, no rips, no tears or anything like that. Let me just put the seat up a little bit. So if you do notice, obviously you do get the really nice Scat Pack B logo there. But the nice contrast, obviously, with the leather and the suede. Definitely feels very nice. Nice in the hands, obviously better in the wintertime and summertime. You won't feel, you know, when it gets too hot or too cold, that your seat's gonna feel very cold. Now this one itself does have the upgraded Alpine sound system. And again, I mean, condition-wise, like realistically, I would give this for a used vehicle, I mean, I'd have to give this a 10 out of 10. Now this one is a push button ignition. It does also give you the, it's hard to see, but that triangle there, it does have the blind spot assist. It does have this smart entry and exit, so all you have to do is hit that button. Now you do have a power driver's seat on this side, except for your recline. And then you do also have your automatic windows on the driver and the passenger. Now, when it comes to the actual steering wheel, it's a tilt and telescoping, which is really nice. You do have your USB auxiliary, and this one itself, let's see, 16980 on the odometer. Now this one, again, as I mentioned, you're going to see tons of leather on the dash. Like, overall, just looks really nice and sharp. This one as well does have your auxiliaries in the actual glove box there, and the armrest. Air conditioning, I have the heat on right now because it's a little chilly. Definitely sounds really nice. Obviously you have your different drive modes, and I mean, you can kind of go to work on this one with the amount of options, but you also have a launch mode. So I mean, typically most of our customers won't be using those features, but at the same time, it's nice to know that you do have them. And you do also have these the paddle shifters as well here. Now, one thing I am going to do is just quickly show you the, first off, when it comes to the gear shifter, it's this putter style shifter, feels really good in the hands. There's your backup camera. Now, when I do turn my wheel, you notice the lines do move, so it is going to be adaptive. And other than that, here, one second. I know music is definitely something that everyone is interested in. Well, let's go to apps too. So you have a Wi-Fi available hotspot. Obviously, you do have, as I mentioned to you, the ventilated seats, the heated steering wheel, the power mirror dimmer, and also you do have your SRT mode as well, where you can kind of do your line lock, different modes with your track, your sport, your custom, your auto. So I mean, lots and lots of options to kind of go through on this one. But other than that, I do want to give you an idea of how nice this Alpine sound system is. So really nice and clear. Definitely lots and lots of bass. So definitely sounds super nice here. I'm just gonna put this on the auto mode here. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do this one-handed and give you a little bit of a remote little virtual test drive. So obviously you do see that nice little hood scoop up there. Really nice. Now I don't know if you're aware, but this one does have the SOS and the assist button available that'll connect you with roadside. You do also have 3 garages that you can program in this one. And overall, I mean, this one just sounds really nice. Obviously drives really clean. It's only got 16,980 kilometers. Here, let me put my seatbelt on so it'll stop beeping. But really nice sounding exhaust. Yeah, no, it handles very tight. Steering is really nice. Alignment's good. Brakes feel really tight as well. And literally all you have to do is step on the gas and this thing just wants to fly. Now when it comes to some speed bumps here that we have, it does handle them really nice, like suspension wise. Now if you do turn this into a track mode, I mean, obviously the one thing you'll notice is your traction control will come off, obviously, to let the rear wheels go. But also when it comes to your suspension, you're gonna feel a lot more bumps, just because obviously it is gonna be in that racing mode, right? Oh yeah, but literally you just hit the gas a little bit and this thing flies. Here, let's do it one more time here just so you have an idea. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So as I mentioned to you, when it comes to shipping on this one, I did get that one arranged for you as well. So realistically, Simrin, I mean, at the end of the day, if the vehicle checks out for you, definitely let me know, right? Like, this is a one-owner vehicle. There's no accidents. With the kilometers that it has, I mean, we do anticipate this one selling sooner than later. But I mean, at the end of the day, it is something that, as I mentioned to you, we can ship out to you with no problems whatsoever. And as I mentioned too, the shipping that I set up, I wanted to make sure it was the best shipping that we had available, especially when it comes to the kilometers, right? Because I mean, we can, you know, even get that I believe it was $9.89 I got that shipping down to. I can get that shipping down a little bit more, but at the end of the day, the only other option for the shipping would be to actually to have someone drive it. Now, when you have someone drive it, you know, that's something I like to avoid on these kind of cars, just because, I mean, at the end of the day, if something were to happen, you know what I mean? And on top of that, it's the kilometers. We don't want to add more kilometers and have this one show up with, you know, 3,000 or 4,000 more than it has here. So at the end of the day, the shipping that I have for you, it would literally go in the back of the bed of a big flatbed truck. So there would be no kilometers added, and it would be driven down. And typically, I believe for Regina, they quoted anywhere from 4 to 6 days for the drive down. And again, obviously, you know, anytime you're shipping a vehicle, you got to make sure you do things very, very tactfully and very carefully, because we don't want to damage anyone's purchase. Now, at the end of the day, Simrin, as I mentioned to you, I am, you know, fluent in Punjabi, so मैं Punjabi बोलदा. दस्यो मैनू कि how you like the video. I'd be more than happy to work out the numbers with you. You can give me a call directly, 780-932-7597, and I'd be more than happy to get this all arranged for you today. Thank you so much. Bye now.